Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Resin Me Up. So today we are going to finish what I did on my live. And so just to let you know what it was, for those of you that weren't able to come to the live, I did... Let's Resin came out with a new tray and coaster set, and then they also came out with a new set of bezel bookmarks. So let me show you what the bookmarks look like. I did most of them in my live, but they're flowers, and there's 12 different bookmarks in the set. And these are the only 3 I have left. And I was going to write all the names of the flowers in the top of the box lid, and I forgot. But then they come with tassels, and because it didn't come with it like anything else, and I forgot I was going to write all the flowers up here. But so the theme of my live was spring. And so I did flowers. My theme was flowers. And so since I'm not going to be making any bookmarks today, because I've already done all of them except for a couple, I'll show you what I did with the bookmarks that I did make. So I did all of my bookmarks in glow in the dark. And I just did glow in the dark powders. The brightest ones in the batch. And then I just poured in all the different colors, and then I swirled them. And then as we got to talking, in the live, this is what they look like, as is. Sorry. And I'm in a totally different spot in my craft room. So I'm trying or in my studio. So I'm trying to adjust here. So this is what they look like, just as they are. These have not been topped yet with resin or UV resin. Let me see, I think this one has. So this one has been topped and domed. And so when they were laying on this paper, you can see how vibrant they are. And so then, I got asked, what do they look like on black? Well, they didn't look very good on black, but look how well they pop on the white parchment paper. And so we decided we were going to try white on the back of them. So I got out my Let's Resin pearlescent white, and I backed this one with that. And so look at the comparison of the two. This is the one backed with the pearl white, and this one is the one without. So we decided that they looked really good backed in white. And so that's, what we need to do. Plus we need to put a clear coat on these 3 or these 4. And then this one here has already been spoken for. And I've already backed it and top coated it. I just need to find out what color of tassel. And Jennifer, you know who you are, obviously. So let me know what color of tassel you want with this. And the colors, and I have other tassels if you think you want a different color. So you could go with green, purple, pink. You could go with blue, gold, a light pink. I mean, I think they look good with the dark, the bright colors. And I have a bunch of tassels myself, for other bookmarks. So just let me know. There's a bunch. So just let me know which tassel you want for yours, Jennifer, and I'll be sure and get it on there. So I'm just going to toss those over there. But anyway, so these are nice and big. We figured out that they are 5 inches long by 1 inch wide. And so, and they're really thick. I can't remember what, shoot, I was going to write this down too. I think they said something centimeter this is. So they're quite hefty bookmarks, very strong, very thick, very heavy. So they're quite hefty bookmarks. So, so that's it in a nutshell on the bookmarks. Now, my codes for my live are good until the 24th. They started on Saturday and they're good till the 24th. And I will put those in my description box. And so you can go out and get 10% off of anything that was in my carousel. And so also you can go watch my live, and I'll put the link to that also in my description box. You can go and watch my live up to 7 days. So, but the codes are only good for 3. So there's that. Okay. So that's what we did with the bookmarks. Now, the tray and coaster set, I decided to do in flowers. And so let me slide all these over here. This is the coasters, and they also have glitters that we use that is also available in the carousel. Listen to me being all like forgetful and stuff here. So these are the coasters, and what I did is I used their new chunky glitters, and there's 12 colors, and the colors that I used are the pink opal, the sky blue opal, the gold opal, the purple opal, the champagne opal, and one of my favorites is the magic opal. And what I did is mixed them with clear resin, and then with every single one of those, once I had those mixed up, I mixed in 1 drop of Let's Resin alcohol ink, and I mixed in a drop of aqua with this one, a drop of purple with this one, a drop of lemon yellow with this one, a drop of magenta with this one. I didn't mix any in this, and then orange in that one. And so that brought out the color of the glitter better. And so that's how those turned out. And what I did is I put the glitter layer in first, let that cure, put the stickers on, no glue, put the stickers on, and then I topped them with a clear coat, and then I used the Let's Resin chrome markers in gold, and I went around the edge. And these stickers came from Amazon, and they're a holographic flower, and I'll link those in the description box as well. And so that's what the coasters look like. And so let me move these out of the way, and I'll show you the tray. And today, because the set that I did not get finished, that's what we're going to finish today. So this is the tray. And so I mixed up enough resin to do the first layer on all the coasters, and what I had left over. So the total amount of resin I mixed up was 500 mLs. And so the leftover resin, I took and I poured it all in this tray. And so it made like a rainbow effect, and which was kind of basically the theme of my live. So that's how that turned out. And then I used 3 of the flowers from the coasters, stuck it in the middle, and then I did a gold trim. This set comes with 1 set of silver handles. I didn't put them on this set, but we're going to put them on the other set because there's only 1 set. And so I think if you order this set off of, I don't know if it's, I'll have to look, but I think if you order, you get a choice of either silver or gold when you order them. So you might pay attention to that if you want silver or you want gold. So that's what the tray looks like. And I did the same exact thing with the tray. So that's what it's going to look like when it's done, except for it's going to have handles. I wish I would have had the gold handles because, you know, everything here is gold, but because I don't really see any silver in these at all, but I guess, you know, I don't have any gold handles. I guess we could pour a set of gold handles in the handle mold, you know, that would match.
Motion detected at the front door.
It's the mailman.
Motion detected at Mary's front door.
So let me move all of this out of the way and we will get started on finishing that set because they've been sitting since I've done them. So here's the tray and it's ready for the next coat. Same with the coasters. And I can put all this other stuff away. And I'll link all of this stuff in my description box so that if you guys want to go out and get yourself anything from that, then you can. On this one, I decided to use the white flower instead of the this flower because I wanted to change it up a little bit. I used this flower instead of that white one. Okay, so basically all we're going to do here is we're going to just top coat these. Then that's really all we're going to do with these. And then we're just going to top coat those bookmarks. Okay, so let's mix up some resin for these. And we're going to use the Let's Resin casting resin. Oh, let's see. Let's mix up probably, I want to say probably 10 ounces maybe. Let's do 10. We'll see if that gets us to fill them up completely. All right, so we're going to do 5 ounces of A and 5 ounces of B. All right, I need to get some gloves on. Sorry, guys, I'm kind of out of sorts today for some reason. I think it's because I'm all out of place. I'm out of where I'm supposed to be. All right. We'll be back when we're ready to get that poured. And I've got that ran through my vacuum chamber. And we're ready to go. I want to make sure you guys can see these. I'm going to have to zoom you guys out. Whoops, zoom you out. There. Perfect. Okay, we'll BRB. Okay, I'm only going to fill these partially because I'm going to move them over to my other table and I don't want to spill them. So I just want to show you What I'm going to put in these, just a little bit. I might be able to get them over there since the bottoms are already cured. Yep. All right. One moment and I'll finish pouring these and then I'll come back and we'll do bookmarks. Okay, y'all. I almost forgot to put the handles in that tray. And when you're short like me, you have to get up on a step stool to be able to see. All right. Okay, so before I get into all of the logistics of the bookmarks, I want to talk to you guys about the double-sided UV lamp. They have changed it. And the big thing about the change is this is glass now. It's not plastic. And it is temper glass. And so the good thing about that is that this is easy to clean. And the UV resin will now come off with a razor blade, which is so much easier. And they sell these separately. And one of the questions that was asked at my live was whether or not they sell this on Amazon. They don't currently, but they will be. Right now, the only place you can get it is on their website. And it also comes with the new double-sided UV lamp. Let me show you what's new about the double-sided UV lamp, which I forgot to go over in my live. So it has the double cord like, you know, the other one did. But what's cool is, let me unhook these for a second, and they're probably going to fall on the floor. Let me see if I can get it to stay up here. Stay. So what's cool about it is, do you remember on the old one, you had those things in here that you had to constantly turn and always had to line them up and all that good stuff? You don't have to do that anymore. Those are gone. Now it's just magnetic all the way around. And so it just snaps together like that and you're good to go. And so you just make sure that you have your ends plugged in down at the bottom. Sorry. I always forget that that's not like majorly stuck together, and it goes together like that. Now your glass piece does go in snug. So for the first, couple times until it gets, broke in, it does go in snug. So that's about it. Still the 2, 3, and 5 minute. It's still covered with the plastic. I leave that on. I don't take that off. And so really those are the only two new things that I'm aware of with it. So yeah, so let's just get started on these bookmarks. Okay, so this needs to be top coated. That one's top coated. That one's top coated. This one needs to be top coated. These two are top coated. That one's Jennifer's. And these two need to be top coated. And this one is top coated. Okay. So we're just going to top coat these. Make sure that I can scroll back in for y'all. All right. And we're going to be using the UV resin from Let's Resin, clear hard type. Just like that. Grab my silicone tool. And we're just going to put some on here. And we're just going to cover it and bring it out to the edge. You could use the high viscosity on this. I don't have any, so I'm just going to be using the clear hard type, low viscosity. And we're just going to cover everything. Okay, that's it. And I put them under there for 3 minutes. Okay, now these need white. Cover that up. Probably gonna have to get out my new white. This would be a high viscosity, which would be so much easier. And you can make your own white too. You don't have to use pre-made. And I can show you how to do that. We don't need very much. Gosh, that looks exactly like that. That's a pretty close match. Just going to add just a tiny bit more. Look at that. This is the Recollections Pearl Sparkle from Michaels. Okay. Okay, I'll get these all backed and I will BRB. Okay, guys, these are all done, ready for tassels. So I just chose a bunch of colors. I don't know what colors go best with what, but I just chose some colors. Jennifer, I'm going to put purple on yours and then tell me if you want something different. You know, I tried to find on mine some like literal glow in the dark tassels because I thought, you know, they would have some because they have everything else that glows in the dark. Couldn't find any. I got to drill this one out because it's got resin in it. And then we're going to do pink, I guess, in this one. These were the brightest colors I could find in there. I mean, I guess they have a yellow, a bright, bright yellow that we can put on this other one that I'm going to drill out. It's pretty bright. All right, we'll do that. All right. So there's that. Those are all done. So that white, I don't know, just makes them pop. Makes those colors really pop. Oops. We'll just pretend like this one's on here Slide these down just a little bit. And there they are. What do you think? Aren't they cool? All right, I'm going to show you guys what the discount codes are. I have them written down here because we use this, or I had them written down for my mod. So this is the discount codes. They will be in my description box. And so RESINSPRING is for resin, inks, and powders. And then RESINTOOL is for tools and molds. And they are valid from March 20th to March 24th. So that's what they are. If you guys want to take a screenshot. Otherwise, I'm going to have them in my description box. Okay. All right, that's it. All we have to do is wait on the coasters and tray to be done. And you already seen what the other set looks like. It looks exactly the same, except for this tray will have handles. So I can, you know, demold them and put pictures of all of them, I guess, at the end of the video if you want me to. Otherwise, that's really all I was going to do today, was show you the finished product that we did in the live. So I will get pictures and put them at the end of the video. Let me know what you think about the bookmarks and the, bring those back over here so y'all can see them. The coasters and the tray, so we can get all of this in the frame. And I may have to zoom out a little bit. Whoops, other way. There we go. So bookmarks, coasters, and tray. So that's everything that was done in the live. So you'll have to let me know what you think. And like I said, I'll put all the information in the description box. All right, y'all. I'll give you one more gander. And I'll put all the products that was used in the description box as well. All right, y'all. Well, you have a great day, and we will see you guys tomorrow for another video. All right, guys. Have a great day. Bye.